Some sales are big profit, some move fast, and others turn into terrible buys. In this video, I'm gonna show you 50 items that sold in my eBay Everything store. The winners, the steady movers, and the items that cost me time and money. If you sell online, this will definitely help you know what to grab and what to skip. So let's get to it. Before we get started, let me set some expectations. Since we have 50 items to go through, I'm gonna go through these fast and hard and slow down only when there is additional pertinent information about an item. I'm also grouping all these sales in 4 categories. We're gonna start with the fast movers, and fast movers, I mean anything that sold within around 30-day mark. Second, we're gonna go to the bad buys. Third, we're gonna go into the consistent sellers. These are things that, or items that I can replenish the entire year and sell year round. And then number 4, we're gonna go into the big winners so we can end with a bang. All right, let me go to the back end right here so we can get the party started. Here's the first sale, Maurice Hotel Paris Friends soap dish. This is milk glass. Okay, so I know that a lot of you will skip milk glass because milk glass lost a lot of the value over the years, and I get that. Not all milk glass though. This sold because of that logo right there. So pay attention to that. Always comp when it has a cool looking logo like this, or when it is maybe of a hotel or something about travel. This took a little bit over 30 days to sell, and I bought it for $5. Sold for $60 free shipping after fees and everything. I brought home $43.84, so $37 in profit. And I can tell you right now that I have a secondary one of this that has a golden ring around it, or what they call the ring of fire. If you put up milk glass towards the light and you can see a golden ring around the edges, that is a ring of fire, and it is a lot more collectible than this one. So the second one that I have up is $90, and hopefully it'll sell soon. Next, here we have Cluedo 1996, El Gran Juego de Detectives. This is the Spanish version of Clue. I bought it at an estate sale for $3.50, new sealed. Sold for $39.99, free shipping after fees and everything. I brought home $28.24, so $25 in profit, roughly. That is a good pickup. Next, here we have this vintage duck decoy. Okay, some duck decoys do very well, as in hundreds, sometimes even thousands of dollars, depending on the decoy. I don't know that much about them. I know some. I knew that this was going to be worth some money. I just didn't know how much. And all I saw at the bottom that it was inscribed with PK. My girl actually saw this and she said, hey, let's buy it for $10. Sold for $49.99, $9.99 shipping after fees and everything. I brought home $40.91. That is $30 in profit. Whenever you see these, especially if they have glass eyes, they will do very well. Pick them up. Next, here we have Marc by Marc Jacobs black leather purse. This one's going to the AU, by the way, to Australia, the land down under. Okay, so I bought this for $3. It sold within a week for, let's see right here, $49.99 free shipping after fees and everything. I brought home $31.06. That is an excellent margin of, I made $28 in profit. I love it. I love it. So I bought a whole bunch of bags from this one place, and they're all selling through, as you'll see, as you know, with the sales coming up. Next, here we have Paloma Picasso black patent leather belt. So check this out. I wanted to put this up here because I put it up first in April, and I know I said 30 days, but I'm going to explain why. So I bought it for $9. I knew it was going to sell, but I said something's wrong with the title. You know, it wasn't selling. And so what I did is that, if you notice right here, it says R81125. I redid this using my AI descriptor, my AI program that is available. His name is Bruce, that is available for all the top tier posse members. So I put this in, it redid the title and the description, and it only took 7 more days after that to sell. So obviously redoing the titles does make a big difference. Redoing the photos, redoing the description does make a difference, and it sold. And it sold for $50 free shipping after fees and everything. I brought home $35.88. So let's call it $26 in profit because I redid the title. So if you have something that's been sitting for a while, don't forget that you can always redo that. If you want to use my AI, you can always click the join button down below and use Bruce as a top tier member. You get access to him. It's awesome. I use it every single day to do the listings. Next, here we have vintage rucksack Italian brown leather backpack. So this was heavy duty leather, and it really is heavy duty. I think it weighed like 6 pounds. So I bought this for $3, sold within under a week. For $49.99 free shipping after fees and everything, I brought home $28.84, so $25 in profit. Excellent, excellent pickup. Again, from that lot of purses slash backpacks that I picked up. Next, here we have Rusty Men's Medium Swim Trunks. Okay, I bought this for $1. It sold within 1 day. 1 day it took to sell this. That's insane. So this just goes to show you that just because quote unquote summer is over, it doesn't mean that this stuff won't sell, especially a good brand like this one, Rusty. And of course, you have to price it right. Sold for $20 free shipping after fees and everything. I brought home $12.71, so $11.71 in profit. That is a quick turnaround for my money. You know, if I give somebody $1, they give me $11 back. I mean, come on, man. That's a great pickup. Okay, next here we have Dream Sack Silk Travel Sheet. Okay, this is for people that travel. I bought it for 50 cents. It sold within, I believe, about a week and a half. For $25 free shipping after fees and everything, I brought home $15.35. So about $15 in profit. That is excellent. I bought a whole bunch of travel stuff in that pickup at that estate sale. Next, here we have Titleist Texas Longhorn Strap Back. First of all, the Titleist hats always do well. Second of all, if it is Titleist and because it is Longhorn, it did even better. So I bought it for $1. Sold for $29.99. Free shipping after fees and everything. I brought home $21.01. So $20 in profit. And this one took about 3 weeks to sell. That is a great pickup, especially anything Longhorns. It does well again, and Titleist. Next bag from that bag pickup. This is Mark Graham tan suede leather tote bag. I bought it for $3, sold within a week. For $34.99 free shipping after fees and everything. I brought it home $24.13, so $21 in profit. By the way, I paid about $70 for all the bags that you're gonna see today, and that's because I still have some left over, and I'm already up. Let's see, I think I've already done maybe like $300 in sales. So that's insane. So if you don't like bags or if you don't know bags, you should study them for sure because bags are a good pickup. They're a good niche to be in. Next, here we have Pendleton shirt. My girl found this in a bin, in the bottom of a bin somewhere in a estate sale. Nobody had picked it up. Nobody had even seen it. So this sold within a week. I bought it for $3, sold for $49.99, free shipping after fees and everything. I brought home $35.59. So what did I say I paid? I paid $3, so $32 in profit. And this one sold well or sold fast because it was virgin wool. It's an awesome shirt. I love it. And I wish I could have kept it, but you know what? Got to make money, right? If you found this helpful, don't forget to give this video a like, share this with anyone that needs to see it, and subscribe for more. Next, here we go. Panasonic Blue Line VCR OmniVision. So this Blue Line sold within 1 hour of when I put it up. I was like, damn, sold fast. And I've actually sold a ton of these, so it didn't surprise me. But I guess, I mean, I probably could have pulled another $10 maybe from it, maybe 20. But I priced things right so they can move fast. I bought this for $8, sold for $64.99 free shipping after fees and everything. I brought home $43.51. What did I say? It was $8, so about $35 in profit. As long as you know how to check these, and I have a video that I'm going to link below, but as long as you know how to check these properly, that they're working, this Blue Line will always sell super well. Pick it up. Next, here we have DPC Safari Hat Cotton Khaki. So this is a safari hat, right? So I bought it for 50 cents, and I bought it at the estate sale where I bought a whole bunch of safari stuff like that. Sold for $29.99, free shipping after fees and everything. I brought home $21.17, so about $21 or $20.50 in profit. And then from this same estate sale, I bought these ex officio hats. So this is a person that used to travel, I think it was to Africa, because I saw a lot of African pottery and things like that in the house. I bought these again for 50 cents. This person bought 2 of them because I only put up 2, and they bought the 2 in the same purchase. Sold for $43.98, free shipping after fees and everything. I brought home $32.80. So let's call it $31.80 in profit. These sell well because they have the cover in the back that covers your neck, so you don't get a red neck. And these also have buzz off, so they are sprayed down so that the insects can stay away from you. Next, here we go. Olympus VN digital voice recorder. This was a reshipper or a drop shipper. As you can tell right there by the buyer's note, you guys can read that. I bought this for $10, sold for $34.99, free shipping after fees and everything. I brought home $24.76. It sold pretty quick, and I made $14 in profit, and it turned within, I think it was about 3 weeks, maybe even less than that. It sold within about 3 weeks. So it's a good pickup, obviously, because it's a new in package. So it does well. I tried to sell this on Amazon, but I am not ungated on Olympus, and I don't pick them up often enough for me to want to do that. So I had to sell it on eBay. I'm assuming this person maybe sold it on Amazon or is going to put it up on Amazon or somewhere else. And that's all right. As long as we both make money, I don't care. It's all good. Next, here we have Amazon Echo Plus second generation. Nobody wanted to pick this up because nobody wants to test them or knows how to test them. I picked it up for $2. It sold within, I think, about 10 days. Sold for $39.99, free shipping after fees and everything. I brought home $28.73. As a pro tip, you can get stuff like this from your friends and family because people constantly update their Echoes or their cameras, their Ring cameras and things like that. So you can put it out there for your family and friends or on Facebook or something that you are a reseller and pick up electronics like this that sell fast. So if you want to do that, it'll save you a lot of time from going out and sourcing. Next, here we have Brown Betty teapot. I bought this at an estate sale. Brand new. They hadn't even used it. I said, man, I love this teapot. I don't like the color. That brown color is just ugly to me, but I get it. I understand that it's like the Brown Betty teapot. Everybody knows it. So I bought it for $10. It sold within a week for $54.99 free shipping after fees and everything. I brought home $34.56, so $29.56 in profit. Just so you guys know, there is another version of this that is a little older that will sell for about $90, and it looks identical. So those were all the fast movers. Now we're gonna head over to this one, which are the bad sales. And I'll explain why they're bad right now. This one finally sold. This is a tapestry clutch purse. I thought it was real pretty. My girl thought it was real nice. And she's like, you know what? Pick it up. It's nothing. We picked it up for $3.36. And look, it almost took a year to sell. That's why I don't like to wait that long to sell anything. But it did sell though for $32.91 free shipping after fees and everything. I brought home $21.89. So I still made $18 in profit. But waiting 1 year to make $18 in profit is not like, it's not a good business model. So I said, man, this is why I have to show you guys what, sucks to sell. Next, I don't know why this hadn't sold. When I bought it, the Stranger Things was in full effect and everybody wanted them, but you know what? Whatever, it's set. I put this up on March 2024 for $5. Finally sold. I had to send a big markdown. Sold for $17.37 free shipping after fees and everything. I brought home $5.91. So I made still a profit of 91 cents. But that is a terrible buy. This just shows you that sometimes you pick up things that are a fad or something that is going on now, especially when it comes to movies or shows, and then it just goes out of style. So you got to be careful and not sit on things like this. Next, here we have Adidas baseball men's cleats. So I did very well in this big haul of cleats, but this is one of the ones that was left over. All the other ones made me a ton of money. But look at this one. I bought it for $20 and I bought it in retail arbitrage. And this was back in the day from September 2023. Usually I don't keep this for this long, but I don't know. Something must have escaped me. Not removing them earlier. But finally sold for $30.67. After fees and everything, I brought it home minus $5 in profit. $14.33. So I lost $5. I don't care. I just want to move the item. Somebody gets a really good deal. They come back to my store later. And if I lose $5, I lost $5. I still brought back $14 that I can reinvest into other items. Next, here we have Asics Gel Venture 8 women's running shoes. I put this one up in October 2023. And I put this one up for you guys so we can show you the same thing. Look, it hadn't sold in a long time. And in August, I took screenshots of the pictures so that I didn't have to retake pics. I put this up into my AI, and then he redid the title, redid the description, and guess what? It sold within 1 week. So obviously, it was my shitty description at the beginning or a shitty title. Of course, it could have been that just nobody was looking for them at the time, but I don't think so because they were up for a very long time. So it finally sold for, let's see here, $30 free shipping after fees and everything. I brought home $14.13. I invested $4 in profit at the beginning, so I still made $10 in profit. Again, if you guys want access to Bruce, you can click the join button down below. Join us as a posse member, as a top tier posse member, and it will help you. He will help you do titles, descriptions, everything. It's super awesome and super fast. If you guys haven't seen the video of me listing, it takes me about 2 minutes to list using Bruce. I'm going to link it down below. Next, here we have Headhunter Jig Hooks. Okay, so I bought a huge number of these, not this one specifically, but of fishing supplies. I made a ton of money already. I had to clearance these out because I just wanted them out of the store. I put them up in March 2024 for $1 each. So I'm in it for $3. Sold for $12.48 free shipping after fees and everything. I brought home $3.96. So 96 cents in profit. Look, I have to say, I know that a lot of you will say, well, I don't want to lose any money. I can't do that because I'm going to lose money. You know what? Sometimes it's okay. Break even, lose money, it's fine. Just move the product so you can reinvest it into something else. Don't be scared of doing that. Obviously, the point is to make money, but sometimes you got to lose, and that's just the way it goes. Next, here we have Vintage Streets Ahead Leather Cuff. I really thought that somebody else was going to buy it faster. It took forever to sell. I bought it in August of 2024. It took a whole year, and I put in $4, or I bought it for $4, sold for $23 free shipping after fees and everything. I brought home $11.74, so $7 in profit. Terrible buy because it took forever to sell. And this is probably one of the most terrible ones. Harley Davidson hog pen. I did very well with the rest of the hog pens because I do buy these from people that I know because I am a motorcycle rider. So somebody had a whole bunch of them. I sold all the other ones for a ton of profit. This was the last one that was left over, so I marked it down. I bought this. It ended up being $3 because of how much I paid for all the other ones. So let's call this $3. Sold for $6 free shipping after fees and everything. I lost $2.50. So some of you might be asking, well, why would you do that? Why wouldn't you just get rid of it? Well, sometimes because I give such a good deal that people will come back knowing that I have things like Harley pins, Harley collectibles, and that's happened to me before. Don't ever just think, well, you know, if I'm going to lose money, I'm just going to get rid of it, instead. Sometimes because you give a good deal, people will come back to your store. I am a big proponent on that, and this is why I get repeat buyers. Next, here we have Tampa Bay Buccaneers hat. Oh man, this one took forever to sell. I bought it for $2, sold for $9.67. I had to have a big markdown for this. Let's see, I brought it home $3.35, so $1.35 in profit. Nobody likes the Bucks, or nobody likes that specific hat. I don't know which one. Next, this is the last one that I had in this lot. I made a ton of money on these before. I bought these for $3.24. This is Hello Cake So Low Lotion, personal lubricant. I bought this for $3.24, sold for $10.42 free shipping after fees and everything. I brought home $4.15, so about 75 cents in profit. Again, I already profited a whole bunch, but this what had been sitting for too long, and these don't technically have an expiration date, but they do have a lot date. So I didn't want to just keep it to where it gets nasty. So I said, you know what, just get rid of it. I got rid of it for super cheap, and there you go. Last but not least, for the bat sellers, this is Psycho Tuna. I bought these. I bought a whole bunch of them. I sold some. Psycho Tuna is not a very good brand. I just thought that it was, that they could have made money. I put this up in 2023 I bought this for $5. Sold for $12.83 after fees and shipping and everything. Oh, and free shipping. I brought home $6.27, so $1.27 in profit. That was a terrible buy. Some of the other ones still made me 30% profit margin, which is what I look for when I'm doing retail arbitrage. But for the most part, they sucked. So Psycho Tuna, that's a no-go. That's a thumbs down to buy this again. Here's our next one. These are my consistent sellers. For those of you who don't know, I am an inventor. I invented this. This is my product. I sell this year-round. If you want to prevent returns, if you want to help people notice your product more, this is what this is for. You basically grab this from this thumb hold right there. You point at whatever you want the customer to look at, and then you take a photo. This is for resellers. And it says look right there, right? So it attracts attention. This is the Resellupe. You guys can buy it, and I'm gonna have the link down below if you guys want to pick it up. But this is something that I've been selling since last year in December. Next, we have bobble jug replacement. Okay, so these are filters. I bought these for $1. This person bought 2. Sold for $39.94 free shipping after fees and everything. I brought home $26.22. So that is $24.22 in profit. Filters do well. Water filters, air filters, all kinds of filters. This is why I love picking these up. Next, hand-blown glass stir sticks. These are from Mexico. I can always source these year-round. I get these for about 90 cents each, and there is a set of 10. and I can sell them for $39.99 free shipping after fees and everything. I brought home $26.90 minus the $9. So what is that? About $15 in profit. I will take it any day. And there's a ton of different ones. By the way, these are the birds. The dogs tend to do better. I just, the last time that I went, they ran out, so they didn't have enough. I sold all through the dogs real quick. The cats do well as well, but the birds do okay. Next, here we have another air filter. Okay, so these are bigger deal. Pentair carbon block filter cartridge. These are actually heavy duty, so you got to know how to ship these because these blue seals can break. And I know they can break because I had a few more of these and the seals broke, so I had to get rid of them. I can't sell them like that. But I bought these for $10 each. Sold for $123.98 free shipping after fees and everything. I brought home $78.71. So what is that? $58.71 in profit. Filters sell year round. If you can get somebody to sell you some, a distributor, a liquidator, buy filters. Let me show you another one. 3M Filtrete F1 True HEPA filter. $3 each, so I'm in it for 12 bucks. Sold for $79.95 free shipping after fees and everything. I brought home $47.80, so what is that? $35 in profit. Filters sell. Just make sure that you know how to ship them, and I actually shot a short showing you how to ship these. Another one that sells year round for me is this Modern Baby cow print security blanket. So these security blankets do well. I've been selling them for a long time. I can buy them roughly for about $7. This person bought two. Sold for $43.94. Free shipping after fees and everything. I brought home $34.55. So that is $20 in profit for baby blankets. People love their babies, right? People love their kids. They spend a ton of money on them. Next, this is also from Mexico. This is an alpaca silver Masonic belt buckle. I bought these for I bought this one for 25 bucks, and I can constantly replenish this if I want. Sold for $49.49 free shipping after fees and everything. And that's because I sent an offer. Usually I sell them for $54.99. After fees and everything, I brought home $38.73. So that is, let's see, $13 in profit. So put in 25, get 13 back. That is still a great margin and a great looking buckle. Next, here we have Masonic pendant 925 starting silver, also from Mexico. I bought this one for $5 because it was a test. I can't get these for $5. I'm going to get these for about 10 to 15, depending on what the market price of silver is at the time. So here we go. I sold this for $39.99, and I can sell them always at that price, free shipping after fees and everything. I brought home $28.06. So let's say that I'm paying $15 at top dollar. So I will still end up making $13 in profit. That is an excellent margin. Next, this is part of my HBA business. This is health and beauty. So Bare Minerals does well. You can constantly find these at retail arbitrage like in Marshall's, Ross, places like that. You can also get them from liquidators from places that are closing down. So I bought these on average for $5 because I bought a whole bunch. Sold for $21.99, free shipping after fees and everything. I brought home $14.56, so $9.56 in profit. $5 basically turned, or I doubled my money. That is an excellent margin. Last but not least, for the consistent sellers, hats like this. Corduroy sales year-round, and especially beer corduroy or beer on a hat. This is the Coors Light hat camo. This was a birthday gift for somebody. I bought this for $9, and I still have some more. Miller Lite, Coors Light, Schlitz. I have a whole bunch of different ones. Sold for $28.99 free shipping after fees and everything. I brought home $18.60. I can tell you right now that you can go pick these up at Ross, Marshalls, Burlington, TJ Maxx sometimes, and a few other places like that because they're always left behind. All right, last category. This is the BAM one. This is the ones where we made big money. Let's go. GoPro Hero 10. This was my GoPro, and it had a whole bunch of attachments, plus 4 batteries, SD cards, and everything else. So whenever you can pick these up, because you can ask your family and friends, if you're gonna get rid of your GoPro, sell it to me. Sold for $279.99. Free shipping after fees and everything. I brought it home $224.54. So I obviously it's all profit because, you know, I bought it when it was brand new for a little bit over $300, but I used it. It was my own. Next big money winner. This is a vintage Japanese obi. Okay, first off, this has been up for a long time. It took about a year, but things like this, I don't mind waiting because I want somebody that really appreciates it to own it. My girl found this at an estate sale. She bought it for $5, sold for $159.92 after fees and everything. I brought it home $116.70. So that's $111 in profit. That is beautiful. We found it at that place. Nobody knew what it was. She knew because she is a professional in this. So she picked it up for me and I said, great. And I just shipped it out from the making of this video. I shipped it out yesterday. Next, here we have Longchamp Le Pliage, large tote bag. This one sold super quick, I believe within 1 day. I think that's what, because I made a video about this the other day. I think it was 1 day that it sold. I bought it for $2 with that whole mess of purses that I bought, or mess of bags that I bought the other day. Sold for $79.99, free shipping after fees and everything. I brought home $60.57. So that is $58.57 in profit. And by the way, this is the one that I use as an example when I'm using Bruce, my AI lister, for making a great title that sold within 1 day. Great title, great description, based only on 2 photos and maybe a couple of notes if you want to give it some extra notes that it can't see. Next, here we have Ralph Lauren Safari Brown Croc and Boss tote bag. This is one of those bonus bags that if you buy X amount, we'll give you this for free. I bought it for $2, sold within 1 week for $69.99, free shipping after fees and everything. I brought home $51.36, so $49.36 in profit. Excellent margin. Here we go, another one, vintage Polo Ralph Lauren plaid leather backpack. I bought it for $3, sold for $80, free shipping after fees and everything. I brought home $55.19, so $52.19 in profit. These are all excellent buys. These were part of another pickup. Free People Patchwork Distress White Leg Jeans, women's size 26. This specifically sells for good money. Sold it for $82, free shipping after fees and everything. I brought home $53.92. If you buy these, by the way, if you have the belt for this, you could get upwards of $120 because they don't make these anymore. Just so you know. Next one, here we have vintage Chinese wall panel. I bought this at a Goodwill for $3. Nobody wanted to pick it up because it's quote unquote heavy and big and bulky. And I said, nah, I don't mind shipping this. It's all good. Sold for $109.99 after fees, or free shipping after fees and everything. I brought home $74.59. So $71 in profit. That is gorgeous. I love stuff like this, man. It just looks really nice. I would love to have more of it on the wall. Not Chinese, but the Japanese stuff. It looks really nice, but I have too much stuff on the wall already. Next, here we go. Seiko two-tone 8K bezel. Okay, so I bought this watch for $2. Sold for $99.99, free shipping after fees and everything. I brought home $76.48, $74 in profit, and it only cost me, well, $74 minus the battery. The battery cost me like maybe $2. No, like $1, because I buy them in bulk. So nobody wanted to work on this because they don't like to work on them. They don't want to set the time. They don't want to change out the batteries. This is where I come in. I do what other people don't want to do, and that is why I always make money. I always do what others don't want to do. Next, here we go. Radica Solitaire Handheld. This is the big screen one. I bought this for $1. Sold for $49.99, free shipping after fees and everything. I brought home $34.95. So $33.95 in profit. These games do well, especially for people that travel, because they don't want to be on their stupid phone. They don't want to be beholden to having to have Wi-Fi and things like that. So they buy things like this one. Next, I paid up for this. I paid $40 for this. This is an Akai Professional Mini Play controller, but it was brand new at an estate sale. I tried to negotiate. They weren't having it, and I said, fine, you know, I'll take it anyways. It sold within a week and a half for $90, free shipping after fees and everything. I brought home $66.28. So I put in $40, and I made $26.98 in profit. I will take it. It's about half of what I put in, right? So don't be scared to pay up for things that you know will sell, and especially that have very high sell-through rate, like this. Of course, if you can afford it. Next, here we have Le Creuset enamel on steel whistling kettle. So I have the whole ton of Le Creuset in my house. This I knew was going to sell because it's the squash version, not the regular looking version. I bought it for $3, sold for $64.99, free shipping after fees and everything. I brought it home $49.89. So $46.89 in profit. Excellent, excellent margin. And last but not least, I'll leave you with this because these were super nice looking. My girl found them. She said, I got to buy these. These are MCM ceramic fish plates. I paid $12 for all of them. And sold for 60 bucks, $9.99 shipping after fees and everything. I brought home $48.65. Stuff like this that's in a set, people love to collect it. They use it because when people come over, like when friends come over, if it's, you know, used for, or if you can use it to eat. If not, they put them on the wall or they put them somewhere for display because they're so nice looking. Whenever you're buying things like this, be careful that they're not chipped or broken. And that's it. That is what's sold in my eBay store. Some big winners, some fast movers, and some lessons learned. If you found this helpful, don't forget to give this video a like, share this with anyone that needs to see it, and subscribe for more. And remember, every lesson shows what's true if you pay attention to what you do. See you in the next one. Peace and cheers, everybody. Woohoo! Next here we have Bobble Juke. Ah, damn it. ¿Qué quieres, güey? Estoy chuteando, ¿qué quieres? Now I'll call you later when I'm done. I forgot to turn on my filters. I have filters so that no one can contact me when I'm shooting, but I forgot.